Hi there, my name is Lauren Reynolds, and today I will be talking about the beautiful city of Huntington Beach. This place is known as the top surfing destination where everyone comes to vacation thanks to its picture perfect sunny weather. Huntington Beach was founded in 1909, and it is where the US Open and the air show is held every year. In this video, the person I will be quoting will be my mom, Darcy Reynolds. The reason I chose her for this particular project is because, like myself, she was born and raised in Huntington Beach, and her childhood home, as well as mine, are one neighborhood away from each other. So we're very close with our grandma, and we get to go see her childhood home all the time. When I asked my mom how she would describe Huntington Beach for her as a community while she was growing up, this is what she had to say. Life was a lot more simple when she was growing up. We did not worry about cars driving recklessly or speeding, allowing kids the opportunity to play in the neighborhood streets. People were more friendly and neighborly. You knew every one of the neighbors on your street. Parents did not have to constantly keep an eye on all their children at all times. They just had to be home when street lights came on. The first community we're going to talk about is the downtown Huntington Beach community. So growing up, this community has been very surf culture-like. As we can see that's what Huntington Beach is known for, the surf city, USA. My mom described it as being very different since COVID. They move things around so that way people are able to eat outside instead of versus inside the restaurant. So that's been a little bit different, being able to have more outdoor eating and seating. And then what's really nice and something cool that is done every Tuesday, we have a street fair, and they shut down downtown or Main Street for, I want to say, about 4 or 5 hours. And they have local artists and locals come and be able to showcase their artwork or their trinkets or anything that you can think of being sold. And I remember I did actually end up getting a seashell toe ring from a little shop one time when I was in high school from this. As I said earlier, the Pacific Air Show and the US Open happen annually. Huntington Beach is well known for the Surfing Walk of Fame, Hall of Fame, and International Surfing Museum. What's really cool about Huntington Beach is there's also just a beach only for dogs. My mom said all of these community events are popular with locals and visitors, and not only do these events bring revenue to the city, but they also give locals a sense of pride about our city. The next four important community aspects that I'm going to go over are actually all in one area, which is really awesome. They can all be found by what's known as Huntington Beach Central Park. Central Park is the largest city-owned park in Orange County, offers everything from beautiful scenery, exercise course, playgrounds, picnic sites, restaurants, frisbee golf course, horse trails, dog park. There's Adventure Playground, which is a mud playground, as you'll see in one of my pictures. And that is something I grew up going to with my brother all the time. And in fact, I now get to go each summer with my students that come to Kids Club, which is really fun. There's also many different lakes, so you can fish there as well. During the summer, Central Park hosts weekly concerts. They also do a yearly Civil War reenactment and various community events throughout the year. My grandpa actually was one of the people who helped found and work on Huntington Beach Central Park. He was a part of I believe it's the community board that he was a part of, which I think is really cool because he helped make a lot of things happen. For example, one of the things and you'll see in my video is the senior center, which my mom describes as an important place. It offers a lot of activities for seniors, classes, workshops. They've paired up with Hoag Health and Wellness Pavilion to provide a state-of-the-art gym, offer personal trainers and independent workout times, and they have a meal delivery service, transportation. It really was unfortunate. My grandpa helped build that, and unfortunately he passed away before it was finished being built, so he never got to see it in its fullest. But there's those things that are offered in Central Park as well as the Senior Center. And then there's the HB Library, which my mom has described as having a wonderful children's section that hosts story time and other activities for the youth. There's a really cool section for teenagers and adults to sit and study downstairs, as well as be able to grab a drink or a snack. And then we also have the HB Sports Complex, which the HB Sports Complex has many different turf fields for soccer, baseball, basketball. There's batting cages. My mom says it offers a variety of areas for different sports and activities for all ages that's used by both locals and surrounding cities. So we do get a lot of tourists to come in that use it for tournaments. And it's just another place that has a lot to offer and brings in a lot of revenue for the city. Some examples of print literacy within my community would have to be with the local newspapers and magazines. Huntington Beach has print media like the Huntington Beach Independent, which provides news about local events, surf competitions, and community updates, as well as cultural stories. Like I said, the public library has offers a lot of things, and I believe it is also an example of print literacy because they offer book clubs, story times for kids, and reading programs that focus on improving literacy through engagement with print materials. Growing up, my mother always signed herself, my brother, and me up for their summer reading programs, where we not only practiced our reading skills, but we also earned cool praises along the way. A few examples of non-print literacies within my community would have to be the surf culture and visual signage. So Huntington Beach has a very strong surf culture, as I keep stating, and many surfers use non-verbal signals and body language while they're out on the waves. Visual signage is extremely important because it helps keep the community safe while they're out on the waters, and they're able to communicate information. Then another example would be local art and street murals. The city has several public art installations and murals, especially in the downtown area, which convey cultural and historical significance through visual media. The artwork / murals are considered non-print literacy because residents and tourists interpret messages, symbolism, and stories without the use of traditional print. In my neighborhood, there's a really cool truck that they have painted and it has mermaids all over it. The owner of this truck also creates different artwork and recently created this really cool piece that I've included into this video. For the final part of this project, my reflection part, I wanted you guys to be able to watch and see what my inner community looks like. So right now you're going to be watching or seeing photos of my friends, my family, and those that are really important and have helped shape me into who I am. So for my reflection, in the first few weeks of our class, I truly didn't have many in-depth thoughts about literacy and how it plays a part inside the classroom, but also how it plays a part outside the classroom. Initially, I viewed it as merely reading and writing skills, but I now realize that literacy is recognized as a collaborative and socially embedded practice. Insights from Chapter 4 emphasize the importance of culturally sustaining pedagogy, shifting the focus from deficit perspectives to valuing students' diverse backgrounds and voices in the learning process. Chapter 5 broadened my definition of text to include various media and modes, highlighting the significance of multimodal literacies and critical media engagement. Together, these readings encourage me to see literacy as an inclusive and dynamic process, fostering a more equitable learning environment that values creativity, community, and critical thinking. My philosophy for teaching literacy in early childhood classrooms centers on creating a nurturing, inclusive environment that values children's diverse backgrounds and experiences. I believe literacy should be approached as a dynamic, collaborative process where children actively engage with various forms of media and text rather than merely acquiring isolated skills. This perspective connects to my evolving definition of literacy, which encompasses not only reading and writing, but also critical thinking, communication, and multimodal expression. To put this philosophy into action, I would implement a storytelling and art activity. In this activity, children would share stories from their own lives or cultural backgrounds, either through oral storytelling or by creating visual representations of their narratives using art materials. This encourages them to express themselves creatively while valuing their unique experiences. Additionally, we would display their artwork and stories in the classroom, fostering a sense of community and recognition. This activity not only promotes literacy development, but also builds confidence, encourages collaboration, and respects the diverse voices of all students. I hope you enjoy getting to know my beautiful city of Huntington Beach, California. Thanks.